Hi there! Today we're talking about the 5 love languages, and we are on words of appreciation or encouragement. So you did give an example with your grandparents of words of appreciation, and I know that is your love language, and I don't do a great job of it because it doesn't come naturally to me, right? So what could I do that would help you keep feel loved in this way?
So for one thing, as you know, everywhere that I go, whether I'm going to the grocery store or I always think of you.
Yes, you do.
And
you always bring me something, whether it's a taco salad or a chocolate bar or flowers. You always bring me something that delights and surprises me, and I appreciate that.
But you don't ever tell me that.
I don't.
Not often.
Okay.
So that's something that you could do, is every time that you saw that I thought about you.
Yeah.
Is to recognize it.
Okay.
Because otherwise it's like,
why do you do it?
Why am I doing it?
Yeah.
I do it anyway because that's who I am, but I don't always receive anything for it.
Yeah. Okay, that's fair. I do notice. I do appreciate it. So I will do a much better job of, in the moment, letting you know that I saw that chocolate bar that you got for me with the coconut.
And the peanut butter.
Yeah, that was really good. So.
So one of the things here that says is a lot of times we take for granted the other person and the things that they do, and because in any relationship, whether you have children or not, there's a balance in that relationship, or there should be a balance in that relationship where people kind of settle into roles, and unfortunately what we do is we start to take for granted that these are the roles, and so like one thing that I could do better at is Pratima takes care of the laundry, and I need to be more appreciative of how well she does the laundry and that she puts everything away in the place that I generally want it, and it's not like little elves show up and do this stuff, right? And so I need to recognize every time that she does it, and
I mean, not every time, but it's an act of service.
Right,
that I do.
And just say, and just acknowledge that I appreciate it, because I do.
And you do, and you actually have told me that. And, yeah, I don't need it every time, but and then for me, I kind of like it when you hang up your own shirts and pair your socks together because they're all the same color to me.
You may be slightly colorblind, so that may be part of it. But one of the exercises that we came up with is to write a list of at least 10 things that your partner does, even if they don't always do them consistently, or even if they haven't done them in a while. Okay. And take some time every once in a while to tell your partner how much you appreciate the things that they do. And if you're the recipient of this appreciation, just say thank you, I appreciate that. And really one of the most important parts of this exercise is to let yourself feel appreciated.
Yeah.
And if you were brought up in a difficult household, or you're brought up in a household where people didn't give you those words of appreciation or encouragement, you may have almost turned that switch off inside of your heart, and it may be even difficult to hear those things. I can remember the same grandfather that I was talking about in one of the previous videos. I would thank him, for all the things that he did for me on a regular basis, and it brought tears to his eyes because that wasn't the type of thing that he had growing up. I think his father was very hard on him, and so he didn't get to hear those words of appreciation or encouragement a lot. And I think because my grandparents had been together so long, and their love tanks were kind of empty, even though that was my grandmother's primary love language, she wasn't giving that to him. And
that's odd.
And so when I kind of came into the situation and became cognizant of these things and started giving giving those things to them, it really changed. It opened up a different part of our relationship than what I had previously imagined.
Yeah. Well, and and usually, typically, if words of appreciation is your love language, then that's what you give. Just like acts of service is mine, and so that's what I give. So.
But if your love tank goes dry,
Oh.
then, and it's been dry for a long time,
Okay. Yeah.
then you've created this resentment inside of yourself of, and you stop giving those things. And you just start existing instead of this, life is an act of flow. And who we are is really love. And so when we can learn to be love and let it flow, and flow is, just like the ocean, it goes out and it comes back. And you've got to be willing to open your heart and receive it for it to really have an impact on your life.
I agree. And part of that is, why filling my love tank or filling my heart myself helps me to receive. I think that's it.
I think so. So that's all for words of appreciation or encouragement. And next we will go on to quality time. Thank you, and like and subscribe.